Good morning and welcome to Storytime with the Schenectady County Public Library. My name is Miss Chinasa, and before I get started today, I'd like to wish all of the mothers and grandmothers out there a happy Mother's Day. Yes, my friends, that is a special day happening tomorrow. So if you haven't made a Mother's Day card or gotten a gift, if you're a gift-giving family, ask Dad to help you do that after story time. So one activity or hobby that mothers and grandmothers like to do is plant a garden. It's a hobby that requires a lot of tender, loving care and nurturing, something that they're very familiar with and comfortable doing because they take care of you. Yes, so the titles that I have selected for you today are about what happens underneath the soil to get it ready to take the seeds and produce a harvest, and also goes through the seasons. And then other books go through the process of planting seeds. And then the last one is about actually using the space in an urban city to create a community garden where love and a nice garden space can grow. So I hope that you enjoy those titles. The first book that I'll be reading is called Up in the Garden and Down in the Dirt. It's written by Kate Messner and the art is by Christopher Silas Neal. It's published by Chronicles Book. The second book is called Plant the Tiny Seed. It's written and illustrated by Christy Matheson. That's right. And it's published by Green Willow Books, an imprint of HarperCollins Publishers. The last book is based on realistic events in Brooklyn, and it's called The Bear's Garden, written by Marcy Colleen and illustrated by Allison Oliver. It was published by Imprint and is part of the Macmillan Publishing Group. Now, before we go into the stories, let's sing our welcome song. So get some space in your living room or dining room or wherever you may be watching this story time, and let's begin. The more we get together, the more we get together, the happier we'll be. The more we get together, the more we get together, the happier we'll be. For your friends are my friends, and my friends are your friends. The more we get together, the happier we'll be. 2, 4, 6, 8. Who do we appreciate? The more we sing together. The more we sing together, the happier we'll be. The more we sing together. The more we sing together, the happier we'll be. For your friends are my friends, and my friends are your friends. The more we sing together, the happier we'll be. 2, 4, 6, 8. Who do we appreciate? The more we sway together. The more we sway together, the happier we'll be. The more we sway together. The more we sway together, the happier we'll be. For your friends are my friends, and my friends are your friends. The more we sway together, the happier we'll be. 2, 4, 6, 8. Who do we appreciate? The more we dance together. The more we dance together, the happier we'll be. The more we dance together. The more we dance together, the happier we'll be. For your friends are my friends, and my friends are your friends. The more we dance together, the happier we'll be. 2, 4, 6, 8. Who do we appreciate? The more we clap together. The more we clap together, the happier we'll be. The more we clap together. The more we clap together, the happier we'll be. For your friends are my friends. My friends are your friends. The more we clap together, the happier we'll be. For your friends are my friends, and my friends are your friends. The more we clap together, the happier we'll be. Up in the garden and down in the dirt. Words by Kate Messner and art by Christopher Silas Neal, published by Chronicle Books. It is a story about a little girl and her grandma who garden, and they talk about all the activity that is happening underground to help the plants and vegetables grow. Up in the garden, I stand and plan. My hands full of seeds and my head full of dreams. Spring's sun shines down to melt the sleepy snow. Wind whistles through last year's plants and mud sucks at my rain boots. I can really hear that. When you're walking outside and there's that suction when you step on a muddy part of the ground. It's not quite time, Nana says. Down in the dirt, things need to dry out and warm up. What's down there, I ask. Any guesses what's down underneath the dirt? Let's find out. Down in the dirt is a whole busy world of earthworms and insects, digging and building and stirring up soil. They're already working down in the dirt. Can you guys recognize some of our insects? Snails, caterpillars. Yep. Oh, I saw that ladybug. Did you? Up in the garden, we snap brittle stalks, scoop rustly armfuls, and wheel away weeds for the chickens. While they squabble and scratch, we spread compost over the soil. So her and her grandma are cleaning up all of the debris, all the old stuff, and feeding some of it to the chickens and taking others away so that it can break down and give more nutrients or more food to the soil. Down in the dirt, pill bugs chew through last year's leaves. I give it a gentle poke. They roll up tight and hide in pleated suits of armor, roly-poly round. Yep, there they are, the pill bug. I used to call them roly-poly bugs too when I was a kid. Up in the garden, it's time to plant. I trail a furrow with my finger that's like a little row, and I sprinkle seeds in a careful row. Give them a drink, Nana says. We pat them down to snuggle in the dark. Down in the dirt, a tomato hornworm rests, waiting for wings, and the leaves where she'll lay her eggs. Up in the garden, carrot plants sprout. Pea blossoms bloom. Wasps are on the prowl, and honeybees visit, legs loaded with pollen. And they're all part of the process. Those honeybees, they spread the pollen so that the plants can grow nice and strong. I weed and wilt in sun, so strong even Nana looks for shade. Down in the dirt, earthworms tunnel deep. I'm jealous of their cool, damp dark. Yep, we gotta take the weeds out because we don't want them to choke, to strangle out our plants and our vegetables. Up in the garden, up on top, rain shower. Nana turns the hose on me. Can you imagine how that would feel? Cold, and she squeals, "Eee!" I hide behind the cucumber vines, but their leaves can't save me. I shiver and laugh, drenched in Nana's rain. Down in the dirt, water soaks deep. Roots drink it in, and a long-legged spider stilt walks over the streams. Can you guys find the spider? Let's bring it up close. It's right there. Up in the garden, there is so much to eat. Ladybugs feast on aphids. They're those tiny, translucent type bugs on the leaf of the tomato plant. Nana crunches green beans. I bite a ripe tomato, warm from the sun. Juice dribbles down my chin. It is so great when your vegetable garden starts producing and you just can go out there and you can pretend you're camping and you just pull a snack from the stalks. It's so delicious. Down in the dirt, a robin's beak finds a cricket, a beetle, a grub. Slugs are scrumptious too. It's lunchtime for the robin. Up in the garden, we pick cukes and zucchini, harvesting into the dark. Bats swoop through the sunflowers, and I pluck June bugs from the basil until it's time for bed. Don't those sunflowers look beautiful? Do you guys plant sunflowers? I love how they get so tall, like they're trying to reach the sun. Down in the dirt, skunks work the night shift. They snuffle and dig and gobble cutworms while I sleep. So even in the dark, the garden never rests. Skunk is out there eating up the bugs that would eat up all the stems and leaves of the plants. And the plants need their leaves so they can soak up the sun and get water to the roots of the plant. Up in the garden, a praying mantis wakes to hunt mosquitoes. Nana sprays away the aphids, and I'm after grasshoppers, ready to swoosh, but snap! Someone else is faster. Down in the dirt, a smooth, shining garter snake crunches on supper. Ooh. Did you know that garter snakes are good for your garden? And they are harmless to us. They're really tiny. Their mouths can't really get into us, so you shouldn't be too afraid of them if you spot one in your garden. Up in the garden, the wind grows cool. Pumpkins blush orange and sunflowers bow to September. Nana ties them together to build a house for reading. That's beautiful. A little reading nook in the sunflowers. Down in the dirt, an orb weaver spins her web, strand by silken strand. She'll munch on moths tonight. Look at that. Nice, original trap by this spider. Up in the garden, colored leaves litter the squash vines, and we know the cold is coming. Hurry, hurry, and harvest! That's enough for the neighbors, too. Down in the dirt, frantic ants gather what we leave behind. They're storing food for cooler days ahead. It's a nice little circle. You take care of the garden, it takes care of you and all the animals and insects around it. Up in the garden, frost draws lace on leftover leaves where secret egg sacs hang, waiting for the warmth to return. We say goodbye and spread the winter blanket. Down in the dirt, beetles burrow. Ants scurry home. Earthworms curl tight in the dark. They're getting ready to hibernate. It's wintertime again, and the garden goes to sleep. When Grandpa calls us in for soup, an autumn moon is rising. Up in the garden, dry stalks tremble, and the wind smells like winter. But the long, ripe days of summer still rest in the garden beds. The ladybugs and bumblebees and earthworms and ants all hunkered down, hiding, biding their time, dreaming of sunshine and blossoms and sprouts. Under the bare arms of trees and the blanketing snow, a whole new garden sleeps down in the dirt. The end. Up in the garden and down in the dirt. A real life cycle of the events that happen in your garden. Before our next story, let's turn to our mothers or grandmothers or whoever we're sitting and watching a story time with and follow along and sing Skinnamarink Dinky Dink. I'll be doing the hand motions if you do not know it. We'll do it twice. Skinnamarink Dinky Dink, Skinnamarink Doo. I love you. Skinnamarink Dinky Dink, Skinnamarink Doo. I love you. I love you in the morning and in the afternoon. I love you in the evening and underneath the moon. Oh, Skinnamarink Dinky Dink, Skinnamarink Doo. I love you. Skinnamarink Dinky Dink, Skinnamarink Doo. I love you. Skinnamarink Dinky Dink, Skinnamarink Doo. I love you. I love you in the morning and in the afternoon. I love you in the evening and underneath the moon. Oh, Skinnamarink Dinky Dink, Skinnamarink Doo. I love you. Plant the Tiny Seed, written and illustrated by Christy Matheson, published by Green Willow Books, an imprint of HarperCollins Publishers. It is a book that is interactive, my friends, so get close so that you can follow the directions. There's magic in this tiny seed. See it right there? Press it down and count to 3. 1, 2, 3. Plant another, then one more. Press it down and count to 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Now, wiggle your fingers to add some water. Very good. That's enough. Next, rub the sun to make it hotter. Go on. Rub it just like that. Good. Now tap the cloud and wish for rain. I can't hear you wishing. I think that was loud enough. Thank you. Clap to bring the sun again. Okay? Let me hear you. A little louder. I can't hear you clapping. There we go. I think that worked. Ah, find the worm. Look for its tail. Is this the worm? No, that's a snail. I think that's the worm's tail. Shoo away that hungry snail. All right, you know how to shoo a fly away, so shoo the snail away. Shoo, 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 shoo. And it'll probably curl up into its shell. Tell the little bud good night. Say night, night. Sleep tight. Don't let the aphids bite. Guess what you'll see in the moonlight? A ladybug. Maybe some more caterpillars. Wow! Now point to the purple flower. Nice work. Bzzz, tap the cloud again. Right here. Excellent. It's another rain shower. They love to dance in the rain. Now touch the blossoms gently, please. You don't want them to lose their petals. Gentle touch. Excellent. Ooh, now jiggle the plants to scatter the seeds. So, jiggle, 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 jiggle. The purple flower needs a clip. Swipe across the stem, snip, snip. So go snip, snip with your little fingers. Excellent. Now close your eyes, wave your hands in the air. Oh, look! There's magic everywhere. It's our little insect friends again, helping the flowers grow. The end. Plant the tiny seed. Hi, before our next story, I thought we should go over our shapes and our colors, because in the garden, there are all types of shapes and colors with the flowers and vegetables. So let's get started. What color is our circle? Orange, you got it. I am Cindy Circle. Watch me turn round and round. And you will learn I'm not straight and I don't bend. My outside edges never end. What color is our square? Yellow. Excellent. Sammy Square is my name. My 4 sides are just the same. 1, 2, 3, 4. Turn me around. I don't care. I'm always the same because I'm a square. What color is this shape? Blue. And can anyone identify, can tell me what shape name this is? A diamond. Yes, so I am Danny Diamond. I am like a kite, but I'm really just a square whose corners are pulled tight. Our next shape is which color? Green. That's right. I am Ricky Rectangle. My 4 sides are not the same. 2 are short and 2 are long. Count my sides. Come along. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, we have a brown triangle. That's right. Tommy Triangle is the name for me. Count my sides. There's 1, 2, 3. And the last and our favorite for this weekend is our heart, which is the color red. Harry Heart is my name. The shape I make is my fame, with a point on the bottom and 2 humps on the top. When it comes to love, boop, 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 I just can't stop. The Bear's Garden, written by Marcy Colleen and illustrated by Allison Oliver. It's published by Imprint, part of the Macmillan Publishing Group. And this is the story that is based on real events in Brooklyn, New York, about a little girl. Actually, it's about a bear that was found in an open plot where someone had planted some flowers, and the neighborhood and the banded together to create a community garden, and they pay tribute to this bear for bringing their attention to this beauty. In the big, bustling city, all the people were busy. They rushed up and down the street without seeing that some buildings needed paint, and that some buildings were empty, and that some buildings were gone. But in one girl's imagination, the city was a place to grow, a place to play, a place to love. She could always find beauty around her. What a positive way to see the world. There she is. Windows of opportunities. And one night, the girl's imagination spilled onto the sidewalk and rolled across the street and sprouted. A baby garden. When she spotted the seedling, she introduced herself with a "How do you do?" and a garden party. What a warm welcome. And that's how it went, day after day. No matter how fierce the sun or how swift the rain, the little girl watched over the seedling. "I believe in you," she whispered every morning and every night. More seedlings soon grew, and people rushing by began to slow down. First, with a tip of the hat or a nod of the head. People stopped to smile or say hello to the little girl with the tiny green friends. There came a time when the girl had to leave for a while. Without her care and without her love, she knew the plants would wither. So she wanted to bring the garden with her, but it wasn't possible. She thought maybe she could whisper, "I believe in you," from far away, but she didn't have enough strength. She tried employing a pigeon, but it was clearly not trained. If the little girl could only take care of the garden, someone else would have to. But who, my friends, who could she ask to take care of the garden? She filled her bear with cuddles and snuggles and stuffed him full of hope. She locked button eyes with him and whispered into his ear, "This is a very special mission. Watch the garden until I get back." She kissed him on top of his head and left him to do his job. From miles away, the girl imagined the garden was blooming. She imagined it could be a place to grow. A place to play. A place to love. The end. And it says, "Please don't litter in my garden." The Bear's Garden. Okay, my friends, we have come to the end of story time. And I want to thank you for tuning in. A few reminders before we sing our goodbye song. On Tuesday, May 11th, join Miss Julie for books about pancakes. It sounds delicious. On Wednesday, there is another art project with the Tang Museum. To find out the time and when that will be broadcast on YouTube, check our program's calendar at www.scpl.org or follow us on our Youth and Families Facebook page for more details. On Saturday the 15th, Miss Kayla will be sharing stories all about dogs. I wonder if she'll have a special guest join her. All right, keep reading with your adult and stay safe. I will see you soon. Yeah, we had some fun and now we're done. Goodbye, goodbye. We had some fun and now we're done. Goodbye to all my girls. Goodbye, girls. Yeah, we had some fun and now we're done. Goodbye, goodbye. We had some fun and now we're done. Goodbye, all my boys. Goodbye, boys. Yeah, we had some fun and now we're done. Goodbye, goodbye. We had some fun and now we're done. Goodbye, all my wiggle worms. Goodbye, wiggle worms. Wiggle, 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 wiggle. Yeah, we had some fun and now we're done. Goodbye, goodbye. We had some fun and now we're done. Goodbye to everyone. Goodbye, goodbye. Don't forget to make your Mother's Day card.